Instagram and Facebook. Let me see. Okie doke. Perfect. I think we are. And so as you're logging on, before we go even further, we're about to go on our Facebook group and make sure that you are actually connected, that you are typing the country. Yes, hello to Hungary. Hi, Almira, how are you? To all my friends in the Balkans, hi, Maria. Yes, and we are on right now, so it's exciting. So as you are coming on, and we're gonna take one more minute, so we're gonna make sure that everybody understands how the our giveaway is gonna be working. For the next few weeks, I am going to be doing giveaways, and I think it's gonna be exciting for those of you who are customers of NH Global, or maybe I don't know, maybe you are a part of our amazing partners, and it's going to be exciting that you actually get to try the product for free if you have not tried it yet. So as you're logging on, we're connecting on Facebook right now. I'm seeing that we are on. There are some comments here coming. Make sure, hi Sanella, hello to Luxembourg, hello to all of my friends in the Balkans, in Europe, and different countries. And I know that there are also some people from the United States. Yes. Hi, how are you? You're welcome. Hi, Mary. Okay, perfect. So last time, I'm going to mention it. As you're joining, first of all, welcome. My name is Danny Nedelko. I am very happy that you're here. This is our health talk, one of our health talks from the company NH Global. We're going to talk about different things, but today, let me see. Okay, so we're having some challenges here, but we overcome challenges. Perfect. So we are going to be talking about ginkgo and ginseng today, and many of you who are fans of this page or who are here in our New Hope Wellness group, you know this product. Maybe you are here for the first time. Maybe you have never tried Refine, but today we're gonna be talking about some of the benefits of Refine. Maybe you're on YouTube. Maybe you're one of our subscribers. Maybe you are on Facebook, on our Facebook page. Wherever you are, please type in. And then we're also on Zoom. Yes, we are on Zoom, so I'm not going to forget that platform. So anyways, as you're logging on, I am going to be telling you, first of all, I'm very happy that you're here. We have a whole bunch of people on Zoom as well, and let's go ahead and get started. So hello there and welcome. My name is Danny Nedelko, and I am very happy to be with you on this call. We're gonna be talking about health, wellness tips, but today we're gonna focus on some of the benefits of our refined product, which is an amazing product. But at the same time, we do like to talk in depth of what is that you're taking. It's not a medication. And thank you for those of you who are here. We have also our CEO Dino here. Hello. We have Nova Nada from the Balkans, Hanka. We have many of you. So I think that it's not going to be fair that I keep on just naming people, because I'm going to miss somebody. So anyway, so welcome for those of you who are here on Zoom, YouTube, Instagram, and whatever else you are connecting from. So it's such a pleasure to be here. But let's go ahead and get started. First of all, I'm going to repeat it again, and I'm probably going to continuously repeat it, that you need to type your name, the country where you're from, in the comments. So our team or corporate team is going to grab a couple of people from our audience, either you're on Zoom, on Instagram, YouTube, wherever you are, and we're going to make sure that you get a free bottle of Refine. So today, what I want to really talk about is ginkgo and ginseng. We're throughout, the weeks, we're going to be talking about, as I said, health and wellness tips, recipes, some of the blogs that our amazing team actually write. We're gonna have those things here. But today we're gonna talk about ginkgo and ginseng as a nutrition ally. We have evidence, we have practical uses, and how is that you can benefit from it. Of course, I'm gonna make a disclosure for all of you. This is not a medication. We are not doctors. We are not here to give you a treatment or a medical treatment. We're not here to diagnose, cure, or prescribe anything. So let's set it straight. We are literally just talking about nutrition and wellness, and really just emphasizing how is that some of our products, specifically refined, can help you. Now, nutrition is a foundation, and a foundation not only for your life, but for your lifespan and for your health. Because I'm going to be very honest with you. When you are taking care of your body while you're young or while you still have health, because some of our customers are very healthy individuals. Maybe you're like me, a healthy person, or you love nutrition, and that's completely fine. But whenever we go further in life, whenever we we get to be 50, 60, 70, and 80 and plus, if we're blessed to be an older generation, we're going to have challenges. We're going to have challenges if we don't take care of ourselves today. And thank you as you're coming on. I am very happy that some of you are still typing your name and where is that you're connecting from. And I'm going to tell you one thing. You want to do this because you want to get a free refine. Either if you're a customer, or if you're a partner with us, or maybe if you're just somebody that really wants to try it, even if you have never tried it. So I'm going to just brief you on why ginkgo and ginseng are so great and what are the benefits. And as I gave a disclosure, we are not, diagnosing, curing, or anything like that. So ginkgo biloba, first of all, and I'm going to bring out to the screen, I have my PowerPoint presentation here so you can actually see it. And if you're on YouTube or Facebook, you're going to be able to see it. If you're on Instagram or Zoom, probably not. Yes, on Zoom, you're going to be able to see it. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you my slides here. And when you're seeing them, just comment number 3 in the chat if you're seeing it. So you can see here, refine. This is what we're going to be talking about, what is inside of this beautiful, amazing product, which is our very first product. And you're going to get to know a little bit how it came to life, why is that we started, with this in the markets. We saw a really great, need for people to actually have results with, with their nutrition. So let me see, let's verify here in Zoom. Hello from, I have people from all over the world. I have people from Dallas, from Slovenia, from Baltimore, from Bosnia, in Serbia here, everywhere. Thank you so much for connecting, everyone. So let me go ahead and share these slides here with my friends here on Zoom, because they're the only ones that can't see them. All right. Once you see it, type number 3 so I can go ahead and continue the talk. Let's see. Can you see it? Yes or no? All right, so you can see it. Yes, perfect. All right. So how we came with this idea, me and my husband, Dino, we have been in the health and wellness industry. I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a practitioner. I'm not a nurse. I'm not nothing such, neither is my husband. However, we have been around the industry of health and wellness for quite some years, combined probably more than 15 years. So we saw that there was a need for, one thing that we believe on strongly, which is that nutrition is a human right. That really good nutrition should be affordable, should be in a way that you can actually don't have to overspend, that anybody, even if you are, a factory worker, if you're a mom, or if you are, somebody that's just an average person, just like me, I'm just a mom and I have my kids, and before I was even an entrepreneur, I always look for the greatest things for my kids. I wanted to give them, and I always do, the best, the all the natural things. So I do believe, and me and my husband believe, that everybody deserves to have good nutrition at a great price. So we were doing some kind of like a research, and there was a friend of ours, actually in Slovenia, that told us about these two ingredients, that we should take a look into them. And then we saw some, some medical studies on how the before and after of taking, separate, ginkgo and ginseng extracts. And Dina was telling me, Danny, why don't we just develop something that probably is together? Why would people have to pay for one thing or the other, and then just have to spend $80 a month for something that is there's no need for that. So if we can come together, find the best, extracts, find the best, of the best, so we can just bring it to the market. Now, I am going to tell you one thing. It is something that we truly thought, and thank you so much for your comments. Thank you so much. Yes, we truly thought about this. We had our team doing a market development, a market research, to see if there was already a product that had both products combined. I'm gonna be very honest with you, and I don't say it to be, just to bluff it, or just to put the American way that is the best of the best of the best, which it is. But we did not find something that was, that had a combination of the two things. And I'm sure there is now, I'm sure, and at a really reasonable, at a reasonable price, at the really reasonable price. You could find $40 or 40 euros for one extract, or 50, 80 for the other one, with the concentration we wanted to have. And it was just not feasible. Just imagine, having a really good product, at a completely, unreasonable price. So we wanted to come and find a way to do it. We did, and Dino recommended that I should just go ahead and find out, the specifications for, the concentration of the formulation and things like that for Europe. We did our research. We grabbed, as I'm telling you, yes, I do design the products and with the ideas alongside with my husband, and not only, my own expertise, but the expertise of doctors. Initially, we had two different doctors in Asia, yes, and we had talks. We did investigation on market research, and also on the regulation, to make sure that we are complying with Europe, because obviously if you're approved in Europe, you're going to be approved pretty much anywhere in the world. So we wanted to have the highest concentration, which is 240 milligrams of ginkgo and 200 milligrams of ginseng. Yes. And I'm going to tell you one thing. We made it possible. And this was, our original, bottle, which we started producing in the United States. Later on, as you can see, we're also producing in Europe. So those of you who are in Europe or in the Balkan area, you can see that you are receiving this. And that's the story. That's the story. So it's really, really, really a blessing to be able to be of a part of something, a movement, because of course, New Hope Global, it's a movement of people who are actually wanting to take the best of the nutrition for other people to have a better quality of life. And there are some people, there's a business model behind it. I'm not going to lie. There are some people that are actually recommending these products. But let's get into our explanation of ginkgo and ginseng. Now you know how it came to life. We designed it, we made it happen, and of course it was just because out of an honest heart to bring hope to people around the world. So let's talk about ginkgo. What's inside of what you see here on the screen if you're on Facebook or on YouTube and Zoom. If you're on Instagram, you don't see it, but I I will make sure that I'll find out the technology on how to make it happen so you can see it someday soon. So ginkgo biloba, let's talk about ginkgo. And, let's take one standardized extract, which is the EGB 761. And I'm not going to give you all the, scientific things, but, you can go into PubMed or ncbi.org and you can find all of these medical studies. But just to make it simple, ginkgo biloba is rich in flavonoid glycosides and terpene lactones, which is ginkgolides, and it has a particular way of actually helping the body to be free of radical things, of the toxins. It's an antioxidant. It helps with your entire blood to really flow truly. It helps you with actually not only have these things which you preserve the energy in your cells, but it's a neuroprotector and also a mitochondrial stabilizer, which means it goes deep into your cell. It makes sure that with the nutrition, because it's not a medication, it actually energizes your cells. Why? Because it grabs the things that your body needs and it disposes what it doesn't need. That's how our body works. It's not magic. It's not that we invented the wheel or anything like that. It's just simple science. Now, Panax ginseng and ginsenosides are those components, and I'm explaining it in a way that is like understandable for everybody, because I'm not talking in medical terms, because I want to be sure and I want to make sure that everybody knows what it is all about. Like everybody, it's just an anti-inflammatory. It's helping with cognitive function and it helps regulate your immune system. So it also helps you with the glucose levels. It also helps you with the fatigue and with your cardiovascular, system. Yes, and I have questions, and I'll go to the questions later on. Of course, just leave them here in the chat or here in the comments. Make sure, again, I'm gonna repeat it. Type your name, type your country where you're watching from, share the video, because maybe one of your customers have never tried this product. They probably have tried butters or enhance or vita c, but they have not tried this product. Just share it with them. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they get to try it for free. And if you're here for the first time, and if you're hearing this on a replay, I want to make sure that you also know that next week we're going to have the same health talk, and we're going to be giving away things. So maybe come next week if you see this on a replay. So we're going to talk about the clinical evidence of ginkgo. The clinical evidence of ginkgo in a very simple way. So there are different medical studies that you can go to pubmed.org and you can just type ginkgo and cognitive function or aging. But what is it really good about ginkgo? Let's really go and see the clear benefits. Well, it helps you with anti-aging. It helps you with having a better immune system. And there are 3 medical studies that suggest that there are modest improvements in cognition in patients with mild dementia using ginkgo extract over several years. You might be trying some of our products or maybe different vitamins, and you might be thinking, you know what, I don't feel anything. You're not supposed to feel anything. You're not supposed to feel anything when you are taking a multivitamin. If you're taking the products through a period of time, I'm not telling you that you need you do not need a treatment, because we're not giving you a treatment or we're not giving you a prescription or anything. But this trial suggests that with patients with mild dementia, they are improving a bit. We're not saying that they're getting cured or anything like that, but you can just type dementia and ginkgo and you're going to find this medical study. It's on pmc.org. It's on pubmed.org as well. You're going to be able to find it there. I'm not going to quote many of these medical studies, but there are others that suggest that mild, moderate, elderly cognitive decline can improve also with ginkgo. And there are tons of studies on cardiovascular system and on cognitive function. So please, just stay with me for a few more minutes before we shut down. Yes, I'm seeing that there's more people coming on. Thank you so much. Keep on typing where you're coming from. I see people from Montenegro, from Germany, from Hungary, from different places. Just keep on coming and leaving your name and your country, and you're gonna be selected. We're going to call you out in just a few minutes, and it's gonna be exciting to see. Um, and if you're a customer, you're gonna just enjoy another bottle of refined. And if you're not, you're gonna be able to try it on. We're gonna be very happy if you come to one of our groups or pages to leave us a comment. It's gonna be amazing. So now let's talk about the clinical evidence of ginseng. It's very, very clear. There are three different areas where I want to mention today, which is the fatigue, the energy, the metabolism, the glucose, and all of those things that are helping, our body to stay healthier. Those of us who are hypo or hyperglycemic, this is a really great product also. And for people who are having issues with memory and things like that. So there is a medical study that is showing that healthy middle-aged adults have showed mild to great, improvements on anti-fatigue effects, which means that with ginseng, you can actually, instead of trying coffee, I love coffee. I'm not saying that it's bad. It has, everything's bad when it's like consumed with an excess. So if you don't like coffee, this is a great alternative for you to have good energy. And another study supports that there's a reduction on fatigue. And you can find these in sciencedirect.org. You can go to sciencedirect.org, which are medical publication websites where you can type ginseng and fatigue, or you can put energy, and you're going to be able to see it. Now, about the metabolism, there's another study showing that diabetics or borderline glycemia, or people who are, I have hypoglycemia, and we're prone to have diabetes because of, the spikes of insulin in our bodies. And there are some people that are born that way. Maybe you are completely a normal adult with none of those complications. This can still help you, but there are some trials that are showing improved postprandial glucose control, which means that it helps you regulate in a really natural way your own your own glucose. Now, let's talk about cognitive function, because why do we come up with all of these things? It's really good. It's really good that we understand that this is not a cure at all, because you might be thinking, well, I might as well just take it and grow hair. Yeah, you can. That's actually one of the functions that some of the shampoos to grow hair do. But this is not a miracle product. This is not something that is a medicine. It's not a medication, and we will never advise to promote it like if you're giving a protocol or a treatment to anybody. So about cognitive function, so there are some trials in healthy adults showing improvements in the reaction time working, in memory, and especially, whenever you are having like severe, from mild to severe levels of stress, which means that, yes, we're not saying that you should leave stress for the rest of your life, but if you are living in a stressful situation, or if you are in a fast space of work, type of work, it could be, I don't know, maybe you are in an office where there's a lot of things that you need to handle, or you are under pressure. Well, guess what? You don't have to leave your job, actually, because you can support your body, with more energy, with more focus, and with a better way to improve your body's response to stress. Yes, and it is possible because I this is also really helpful for PMS. Whenever you are about to have your period, if you're still having your period as women, you can actually tone it down. If you're a woman, you know what I'm talking about. Because when you're about to have your period, just type in the chat number 4 if you understand this. You're like, things get really stressful. So you can actually take these and kind of like just chill, because it's gonna help you. It's gonna help you cope with the things before your period. And there's some ladies laughing here. Yes, it's good for that. Thank you so much, Amopi. Thank you. So what is the dosage? Danny, tell me about the dosage. I'm not a doctor, and I tell you plain and straight. You need to consult with your physician or your doctor, pediatrician, nurse, whoever that is taking care of you. Here in the United States, we have primary care physicians, and those are the people who are actually going to be telling you things. So, however, there are doctors that are not too keen to actually give you any advice about food supplements, but you still, it doesn't hurt to ask it. So, who can take our product? Who can take ginkgo and ginseng, or in other words, refine from NH Global? Anybody can take it, except there are two groups of individuals that we want their use. Actually, three. People who have organ transplant. Those are individuals, like if you have organ transplant, don't joke about it. Don't try it. I wouldn't recommend it at all. And the reason why is because, ginkgo and ginseng have a way for, you to improve your immune system. So your body might reject your organ. So don't try it. Don't test it. I mean, it will be really, really good for business to have more customers, but we're very honest and straight. Thank you, Maria, and thank you, Anissa. Thank you for commenting here. Again, I'm gonna tell you before we end this health talk. Please type your name, type your country. I know that there are more people joining, and I am very happy that there are more people joining. So let's talk about the who else can take it. So if you have an organ transplant, don't take it. Please don't joke with it. It's like a no-go. Second type of people, and I'm going to say it very, very, very honestly. Those who are having a treatment for blood clots, do not take it. Do not take it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you ever had a blood clot, or you have a disease of your blood that causes your body or your blood to produce clots, it is a no-go. And I'm going to tell you why. Because of the both ingredients help your blood to actually thin out. Yes, so that is why it's so good. You will see, if you're a completely normal adult, you're going to be able to see that you can even not replace, but like actually help your body when you have headaches with something that is natural, because this helps your blood actually circulate better. But if you're taking blood thinners, this is a recipe for you to have more bleeding. So do not take it, because if you are a person that has a blood clot, or has had a blood clot, or is going through surgery where it involves, they putting together bones or things like that, you need to kind of like don't use it until you're completely healed. Or, after you resume your treatment with the blood thinners, give it 1 or 2 days after you stop your treatment with blood thinners, and then take it. But those are the only two type of people that should never take it. And the third one, which is, not restrictive, it is pregnant women and women who are breastfeeding. There are no medical evidence that there's any harm or benefit, but still we do recommend that you ask your doctor, you ask your OBGYN or your gynecologist or your pediatrician if you have a baby, if you're nursing, because you want to be careful. Now, how about babies? How about kids? How about young people? here are some potential benefits. There are really good benefits, but you still need to consult a physician. We do not give you advice on how to take it. But if you're a mom, if you want to give it to one of your kids, make sure you are informing your doctor, and use common sense. Now, for healthy adults, there's no restrictions, and you need to just really just follow the instructions, which is 2 dropfuls per day, in the morning and at night. And that's it. If you think that you need it a little bit more, yes, increase the dosage. I wouldn't do too crazy things, but you know your body. It's like if you know that you're taking vitamin B12 because you need more energy, you might pop another one throughout the day, right? Or if you're drinking coffee or something, I mean, if you know that you need it, you're going to go ahead and do it. But I'm going to tell you one thing: you need to be very careful with kids and with babies and with older adults, because even if there are benefits, you need to really consult your physician. For older adults, there's a potential slow decline on their aging. So what I recommend is that if you have a grandpa or a grandma, yes, give them Refine is good. You can give half a dose to them so they can really start feeling the energy, and then they can incorporate the full dose as they go. And for people with health conditions, I'm going to be very, very honest. There could be some potential benefits, and I don't doubt it, but you need to always coordinate with your primary care physician, because this is not a replacement for any of your medications. It's a no replacement. There are a lot of people here, and if you have a testimonial, please type it here in the chat so we can have other people read if you've taken Refine, if you've taken Ginkgo and Ginseng with our product. How is that you feel? How is the difference? What are some of the things that you are seeing whenever you have been taking it? How long have you been taking it? And I would love to read some of you. Let me see if there are some comments here coming on Facebook. Or all right, so okay, perfect. Excellent. Let me check here on Facebook or on Zoom. Let's see. Yes, there are several comments here. Alrighty. Yay. Okay. So what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna go ahead and finish very soon. But I gave you all of the precautions and all of those things. Our the combination of our ginkgo and our ginseng, as I already gave you, it's very simple. 120 milligrams of ginkgo, and actually not 120, 240 of ginkgo, and 200 of ginseng. And I am going to recommend that you try it. How long? That's going to be up to you. I always give something new, even if it's skincare or any supplement, a couple of weeks, a couple of months. Okay, I'm seeing here the comments. Thank you, Maria. And give us some testimonials. And you can see the benefits here on the screen. It's really, really incredible. I've seen a lot of people posting here. If you're not yet on New Hope Global Wellness, I'm going to invite you that you are joining, because it's going to help you see that there are many people having different results with our product. And maybe you're one of those that are on the fence of trying to take the product, and you are thinking, maybe I should try it, but I'm not sure if it's going to work. Or you want more validation. I'm seeing here people from Macedonia, from Croatia, and I have a lady here on Zoom that's saying, I have fibromyalgia, and I am much better with Refine and Enhance, and I don't do drugs anymore. That's beautiful. And I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to give you, I know that it's my mom, but I need to tell you what happened, and it's not just because I want to sell you something. I just want to share with you something very beautiful. Okay, we have Fatmire from North Macedonia. I'm using the drops for 2 weeks, and I feel good, and I'm feeling the difference. Yes, you actually feel the difference. I'm gonna tell you a short story, and then we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna let our team to come and let us know the winners so we can announce them. But there is a let me check here. Okay, yes, there are some people saying that they can hear me. Can you please confirm that you're able to hear me? All right, let me check. Yes, type number 5 if you're able to hear me, just to make sure before we go further. Alrighty. Alrighty, yes. Okay. Perfect, yes. No? It's maybe your internet. There's a person on Zoom that is not able to hear me. I'm sorry, my friend, but maybe you have some issues with your internet, but the rest of the people are able to hear us. But anyways, so I'm going to do this. We're going to actually wrap it up. I'm gonna grab. All right, we're gonna grab another person who is actually here saying that I'm very satisfied. I had HBP and diabetes before. Now I take just drops. You see, there are many people saying that, telling about their personal testimonials. I'm just gonna leave you with this. No, we do not recommend that you leave your medications. Don't. If your doctor has not approved, don't. But I'm gonna tell you what happened to my mother. The reason why I'm a health enthusiast is because since I was little, my mother had cancer, and I saw my parents, do different things from all the natural perspectives, yet always taking their medication. I'm not one of those people that's going to tell you, I don't take the medication, don't do it, blah, blah, blah. No, no, no. You need to do what fits you the best. You need to do you. You need to do what your family, what you think about it, what is not about somebody that is going to come and tell you, hey, just take this product, leave the medications. I'm sure there are really good medications. I'm sure there are many good doctors, but at the same time, you don't want to leave medicated, right? That's not the point. So when I saw my parents just really living, healthy, trying to do different things, I saw how we prepared. My dad is not a doctor either, but I'm gonna tell you, he went and bought some books and just started reading because my mom had cancer and she had a scheduled surgery, and I think she was about to be 40 or something like that. And I remember that me and my brother were filling the caps with different supplement ingredients that my dad got together from the information he got. And that's how my mom started taking food supplements, but from raw ingredients, from different things. So long story short, she's alive, she's here. She had her surgery still. She went through her, she did not go through chemo, thank God, because she was clear from cancer and things. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. I have seen that there are doctors who actually can pull you out of medications. She had high blood pressure, like some of my friends here from Hungary and Macedonia. Thank you so much for being here. And what happened to her is that she had a blood pressure medication, and she also was taking something for cholesterol, and she was about to take stuff for, her heart and for, the glucose. So long story short, in a period of 2 years, she was able to drop down probably like 10, 15 kilos. And just about a week and a half ago, after doing exercise, I'm not telling you that it's only Refine and Enhance, which she takes consistently daily. And she also does other things, but she modified her diet. She is exercising, and she was actually graduated last year from one medication, and this year she's completely drug free. And this is from her doctor, and her doctor told her, she's a really amazing lady, which promotes healthy living. This is the type of doctors I love, the type of doctors that look for you. They do the medical studies, they respect you if you don't want to take a vaccine and things like that, and they can still just really follow after your desires. And we were talking to her last year that the goal was to take her off all the medications, and today I'm very happy to tell you that she is no longer taking blood pressure medications. No longer. She doesn't take for arthritis. She had arthritis. She's not taking for diabetes. She was in the borderline of diabetes. And I'm telling you that it's possible to live a healthy life. It is possible, not only with your supplements, but with your lifestyle, with your how you exercise, how you're living. Just decrease the stress. Actually start living happier with what you do every single day. So we're gonna be going to our, let me see, yes, we're here. We're gonna just go to our giveaway. Yeah, we are. And I'm just gonna stop sharing here my slides. Anyways, go and get refined today. Yes, go and get it. It's really good for you. You just need to give it a try. Give it a try. You're gonna see that this is going to be good for your body. And I'm gonna get a list of the people. Okay. Okay, let me see. And make sure if you're here and if you type your name, type it again, because we want to make sure that you're live here. And I'm seeing here that people are typing on Zoom. Okay, we see you. And okay, I'm typing here what they're giving me. Perfect. Thank you so much. I'm gonna read another two things from Zoom, and then I'm gonna let the corporate team to just come ahead to yes, to give me the three names, because okay, my doctor salute these drops because for fibro patient there are no drugs that help. This is from Svetlana on Zoom. We need good nutrition and food and supplements. Yes, those are really good doctors. We need more of those doctors. We also have from the very first day, Refine has been an unbelievable help for me. This is from Yeltsimi in Macedonia. Since day one, Refine has truly made a difference in my life. And right now, from the start, Refine gave me the support I needed, and that's why I'm here now. All right. And we have the people, yes or no? Yes, we do. We have three people. And I want these people to confirm where they're coming from, because there is one person that just typed their name, but we have Jasimi from North Macedonia. Jasimi, she is either on, yes, Jasimi from North Macedonia. Okay, if you're here, type I'm here. If you're still here, perfect. Thank you so much. And we have another person, Nisara or Nisara Muric from Germany. If you're okay, so Josimi is in Zoom and Nisara is in Instagram. Please reach out to us on Instagram. If you're here on Zoom, please reach out to me directly. And we have a person who is on, let me see, where are they? Okay, just type it here and let me know where you're selecting. Oveyola, Idayat, Yusuf, Ovedoya, Idayat Yusuf, please reach out to us, because if you heard your name, you actually got a bottle of Refine. And we want to make sure, if you don't have an account with us, we're going to make sure that you know how to get that account. Is for free, and you're going to get to try our product. So I'm going to leave you up with this. Try Refine is really good. We're going to be bringing other topics, other products. We're going to be talking about Enhance our next week. Bring people, bring your friends, because maybe somebody in your community, in your family, is taking a lot of medications. They really don't have results. Yes, we're not asking you to tell them that they need to leave their meds, not at all. But maybe they'll find a solution with good nutrition, with some good health tips. We're also going to bring on some people, great testimonials that we have here. You're reading them. And if you're still not yet following our channel on YouTube, please go ahead and do so. Find us as NH Global HQ. And you can also find us on Instagram as NH Global HQ, the same way on Facebook. If you are not a part of New Hope Wellness, which is our group where there's all the testimonials, we have blogs, we have tips there, make sure that you join this group. It's going to be amazing. And those winners, congratulations. And we'll see you very, very, very soon. And, have a